guys, and welcome back to a new Let's Play I'm going to be doing here. I have already set up the town. I'm just going to read you about the town that we're moving into. We're moving into Riverview, and the storyline in Riverview is along the banks of the Simon River lies the sleepy town of Riverview. Many have moved to the serene little town to escape the clamor of city life. Will the current residents let the newcomers in on the town's little secrets, or will they do their best to keep their dirt from being unearthed? Okay, so I already have my town, which is Riverview, but I already have went in and put in everything that I want in the town, and I've edited all the lots, and this is actually going to be called the Hybrid Baby Challenge. It is from Landros. He makes Let's Plays on YouTube. He came up with this challenge. I was watching his, but he eventually had so many kids he couldn't do the Hybrid Baby Challenge and just went down to the 100 Baby Challenge. But he still calls it the Hybrid Baby Challenge. So the rules are his rules. I didn't make them up. I did copy them offline, and we will go through what we have to do when we jump into the game. If you've seen his challenges, you'll know all the papers in the background are my house plans and everything that I've already drawn up. Alright, so let me go ahead and load the town, and I will be right back. Hey guys, and welcome back. We got some cameras that I deleted. So this whole thing is about Georgia and her daughter Jasmine and her husband. He is not her husband, but you'll understand. Her husband who died, named Trevor, which is Jasmine's father. So the whole story is that Georgia and Trevor were outside, and they were driving in a car. They got into a car crash, and Trevor died from having multiple injuries, but he then froze to death. So he passed away, and so did her daughter, but she made a plea and with the Grim Reaper, and he allowed to bring back her daughter. I know that the story is a little different from mine, but that's because I wanted mine to be a little bit original. So when Grim Reaper agreed to bring back her daughter, because she either had to choose between her husband or her daughter, she chose her daughter, Jasmine. He told her that she would never be the same, and she didn't understand, but she agreed anyways. And so Jasmine is actually a little vampire. I know that you're supposed to do the kid is supposed to have died, and you're supposed to bring him back, but that's what the father's for. So I made her a vampire. You don't know it yet, but she is. She's a vampire. And he told her that to eventually have her become a normal human, and for her to be able to bring back Trevor, who's over there in his little grave, that she had to give up 100 potential souls to the Grim Reaper, and so she has to have 100 babies, and then he will allow her to know that tell her how she can bring back Trevor. And she can work towards it, but she can't actually do it until the Grim Reaper has his 100 souls, or he will take back her baby. So she has to make sure that, she allows the Grim Reaper to have what he wants. So George is human. She is let's go through her traits really quickly. She is a family-oriented, neat, natural cook, savvy sculptor, and artistic sim. She is a young adult, but I hate that it jumps right in and you have like 24 days. That really annoys me. She loves pop, she loves the firecracker tofu, and she loves the color yellow. So this is Georgia. As you can see, she has bright blue eyes. She has bright red hair. She's very pretty. And her daughter Jasmine is excitable and friendly. She loves soul. She loves grilled salmon, and she loves the color pink. And she's playing with her doll named Jellybean, which I just cracked up laughing about when I found that. Now, Trevor was here, but I did send him back to the netherworld. That's why we have his grave over there in the corner. I just thought it was a very nice touch to make sure that he stays on the lot. I know that there's going to be a lot of people who die throughout this challenge, but it's something that when I do have the chance to bring him back, at least I'll already have him here. And I used him to create Jasmine, so it is actually, it doesn't show in the timeline that it's her dad, but we're going to use mods to do that. So, as you know, in this challenge, you have to have the jelly bean here. And you know what? I need to lock this, thinking of it. Lock it to everybody. So this is the jelly bean tree that our future husbands are going to be eating off of. Or future baby daddies, whatever you want to call them. Alright, so this is the jelly bean tree. I have added this in. It's exactly where it's going to stay. I'm not moving this because I'm going to build my house with this right here. So this is part of our house already. I already went ahead, and after I built this up, I did delete all of our household funds, and I already sold out the cameras, which you saw up there. They'll vanish once we go into play mode. I'll show you. They'll vanish. See? They're sold. So we took away $10,000, which is very heartful. And we do have zero. So I'm going to quickly go through this, and I know this is probably going to be a really, really long video, but I'm going to try and make it as quick as possible because some of you may not watch Landro's videos, and he already went through the rules on his, but I wrote them down. So I'm going to go ahead quickly and go through that. So this hybrid baby challenge is a 90-day lifespan for all Sims who are in this town. The founder, which is, okay, I know he's saying that his son is the founder as well. I'm not going to do that. That's fine that he does that, but I don't want to do that. She is my founder. Georgia is my founder. She's going to be the only one. That's never going to change. So she must learn and acquire a method of resetting her age that can only be consumed on their 90th day, on her 90th day. And the babies, because the baby's got to stay throughout the whole thing. Though she is a toddler right now, so she's got a ways. And it can happen as often as I need it to whenever the 90th day becomes real. The jelly bean bush must be acquired and placed in a locked area that only can be accessed when it's time, and I already have that. The largest residential lot to create a home on. After placing the jelly bean bush, funds must be reset to zero. As you can see, I did that, and we are on a 64 by 64 lot. So the goal is to be able to find out how to turn her daughter back into human form, which obviously we know that, but we're not going to be able to do it until after she has had her 100 babies and they've all moved out. And also her goal is to figure out how to bring back her husband. All spouses and Sims that are contributing to the bloodline must move on lot, which we live on lot, which we don't have one right now, but we will find one. All midlife crisis wishes must be completed, must cancel out non-crisis to add crisis if an open spot is available, which means, like, see how she wants to meet a vampire. If she had a midlife crisis, I would have to cancel that out if she had a crisis wish that she wanted to do. So that's what it's just saying. And I have to complete them before or after the midlife crisis is over. I can never cancel them out. We can travel if we decide to, which is good because you could find potential husbands over there as well. We can change career. We have to change careers every time our sim ages back to young adult. There is no casino items available for our founder except for tonight until 10 p.m. and then every birthday she has after tonight. We can move, but the funds must be reset. I'm not going to be moving around just because I have this whole lot set. So if she does get that midlife crisis, I'm not going to accept that one because then what was the point of building this house? She cannot get pregnant until the youngest child is is a child or 48 hours from being a child, which means 2 days before. You'll get the notice when they have 2 days before. We can accept the gifts that you guys send, and we can either use them or we can sell them. Those are the options. Georgia has to train the toddlers the skills the old-fashioned way, like walking, talking, and pottying, until we unlock those items, and I'll get into that later. The death flower is not allowed to be kept in our inventory, but we can grow the death flower and sell it. So that's one thing we can do. We have to paint a portrait of our child as a toddler, child, teen, and young adult before they move out. The spouses. This is for the spouses. They have to live on the lot. They don't have to marry Georgia, which is fine. I don't really think we're going to get her married because it's just going to be a big issue. We can work on any career we want. That's if we decide to. Once the first child is born, the spouse must eat 3 jelly beans each night before midnight, except on the festival days. We cannot reset his age, but we may buy the lifetime rewards, but nothing that will extend his life at all. For the children, they cannot be aged up early, only after the alert or by the system. We may pick or randomize the traits along with a lifetime wish. We're going to randomize everything just because sitting here picking all these traits would be really crazy. All birthday parties must have a cake, balloons, and a gift, which I already figured out what the toddlers will be getting. I'll go into that in a little bit. We can use premium content once it's unlocked, the only one premium content that we can use right now is the baby monitor. Once we have 10 children raised to young adult, we unlock an item. Every single 10 after that, you unlock another item. So the items are the toddler playpen, the toddler walker, the bathing station, the baby swing, the tree of prosperity, the super sleeper, the gardening station and the sunflower, the multi-tab, the not-so-routine machine, and the brain-enhancing machine. And if we ever fail to meet any of the criteria for any of the kids, they don't count towards the 100. For the toddlers, they must be potty trained, learn to walk and talk by Georgia, no one else. They must learn all skills on the xylophone and the peg box, and they must read all 9 skill books, either by themselves or with Georgia. Those are the options. They must have a teddy bear in their inventory to get the cuddle time moodlet, and they have to have their portrait painted. The children, they have to learn all skills on the baker's oven and the building blocks table. They must sign up for an after-school activity. They must get an A in school, and they must have their portrait painted. The teens must sign up for an after-school activity, at least one. We'll probably do 2. They must attend one dance. They must successfully prank the school once. They have to set 5 booby traps on the home lot, and they must be taught to drive by Georgia. So she's going to be very busy with her kids, very, very busy with her kids. They have to have their portrait painted, and when they graduate, they have to take the university, the university test to find out if you get a full scholarship, partial scholarship, or no scholarship. If they get a full scholarship, they only have to eat 1 jelly bean. If they don't get a full scholarship and they get a partial, they have to eat 2 jelly beans. And if they get no scholarship, then they have to eat all 3. And if any of the children die while doing that, they don't count towards 100. And if they do survive through that, then they must be moved out immediately after they've had their portrait painted and all that. So here are some of the rules. Prior to lifting the restriction, the Tree of Prosperity and the brain-enhancing machine can be used, but only when the sim has consumed 3 jelly beans prior to each use. Only 1 Tree of Prosperity can be placed on the community lot in town, and I already got that placed. I got the jelly bean on the lot, so you can eat it right there and then use it if we really decide to. I don't think we will. We can't go on any free vacations or send any of the kids to boarding school. We can use the imaginary friend like Jasmine has, but she can never make him the the imaginary friend human. We can have as many pets as we want. Opportunities for children are optional, but they are encouraged, so you probably should do them if they make you money. All names have to be alphabetized, which will be fun. Household jobs. Moms and teens must cook all meals, no quick meals, and items must be purchased at the grocery store, and the dads must repair all broken items. What this is saying is the mom and any of the teens, not Jasmine herself, but any of the children after her, if they are a teen, they will help her cook, and they will be the ones to clean the house pretty much because George is going to be busy. But to be able to cook any of the meals, she has to purchase the items at the grocery store first. And whoever the fathers are, they have to repair all broken items. No one else is allowed to. You cannot attend university. The aliens and the plants and babies don't count towards the 100, but if the father is pregnant with an alien baby, he doesn't have to eat the jelly beans until the child moves out. So that's kind of a good thing if you ever have him pregnant. Then there's some special days, which are the festival and family day. We must spend together. We can call the babysitter for the babies and toddlers. We can attend the festival or any other venue in town. We can host a party on the home lot or community lot. Then there's Mother's Day, which is one day every spring. We have to take the mom out by herself and do whatever we like while leaving the kids with dad or the babysitter. Father's Day is one day each summer. We do whatever we like. All other days he must come home straight from work, and the jelly bean test is lifted on his Father's Day. And then the last thing is date night, which is one night each week is date night. We have to hire a babysitter and have the mom and the dad go out together, and they have to have a date classified by the game. So those are all the rules, and as you can see, we have no money. So I know this is probably just pretty much all the rules, but I'm going to go ahead and end it here just because it was as long as it is right now. And in the next one, we'll begin making money so we can build the house. And we will start to teach little Jasmine how to walk, talk, and potty. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one.